Welcome back to another video. We just finished boxing class here with Lionel. It was pretty brutal, exhausted, but we wanted to share a story today about his experience a couple days ago regarding a situation at the local market.
Yeah, so long story short, you know what's going on right now with politics and, just the immigration issue with ICE and Trump and that whole war going on in our own soil. So long story short, this is how ridiculous this argument was in this altercation. We were at the corner store. It's also a deli, so I eat there on my break. It's just convenient. We're eating. I forgot exactly what we're talking about, but me and my friend were talking about politics, and at some point we're talking about Trump and what's going on, but we didn't say anything negative. But at one point, my friend, we wanted to leave the convenience store, so he was gonna go refill his cup with ice for the road. So he says, "Hold that thought. I'm gonna go get some ice." So someone overheard that. The cup of ice actually took it as as disrespect, like talking about the whole ice thing. So they took the whole thing the wrong way. They assumed what I said was about, or what my friend said was about that. So this is just how crazy this world is now. You can't even say the word ice like in a cup, and then it drives people crazy. So after that happened, he started verbally confronting me, basically saying like you're not going to say that here in front of me. And there was a bunch of Hispanic people that had walked in, and he told me, yeah, you wouldn't say that in front of all these Hispanic people. And I was really lost and confused as to what he was angry about. But I didn't even find out that he was upset about the word ice until the next day. That's how, like, I finally put the pieces together why he flipped out. But long story short, he started verbally insulting me. So I'm the kind of guy that takes no nonsense. I have this much patience. I'll try to calm the situation down 2, 3 times. Hey, relax, relax. After that, I completely lose it. So I went off on the guy. I told him, if you have a problem, we can go outside. We can handle this like men. And he just made every excuse not to go out and fight me. Right? I already knew at that point, he's not who he tries to be. And I looked down at his hands were shaking. So the moral of the story is, to me, is that if you are going to confront someone violently and verbally assault him, you got to be ready to take the consequences. I am not one of those guys to be pushed around. So he actually ran into the wrong guy that day. Because I do have a little bit of patience, that's the reason why he didn't go to the hospital. But yeah, that was the altercation, the whole thing.
It's amazing right now in the world we live in. I know that when I was going to high school and middle school, there was a lot of bullying. And I feel like before, that was actually, people were actually doing a lot more bullying and getting away with it. I feel like today, there's a lot more consequences for people out there
Yep.
in schools that are getting bullied. People take it more seriously. There's a lot more things that can happen to the individual, and charges can be actually pressed against you nowadays.
Yeah.
So I know that Lionel, I heard some of his podcasts, and he was mentioning about how when you were younger, there was a lot
Yeah.
of bullying taking
Oh,
place,
it's a
right?
lot of bullying against me, against other kids, and after a couple of times, I just snapped and started, going off and started fighting back. But after that, I put myself into a boxing school at the age of like 13, 14. And let's just say after that, there hasn't really been much bullying after that. So,
Yeah,
there's consequences for
yeah,
these things.
yeah.
You can't go around messing with people. You never know who you're going to run into. For example, me, the guy out of everybody in the whole store, he confronted the boxing coach. You know what I mean? You just never know who you're messing with. And it could be even worse. What if I'm some psychotic guy with the weapon on me and I just, you know what I mean? You just never know. You got to
Yeah,
really be vigilant with your surroundings and learn how to talk to people with respect.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why you have to be able to take time throughout the week, or throughout your routine, to be able to have these types of skills, or at
Yep.
least have some sort of a confidence, so that when you're out on the street and if someone confronts you, you have the confidence to at least hold them back until the authorities come. That's why I know Lionel, he recently decided to try jiu-jitsu
Yeah, I
as well.
started doing jujitsu now, man, because I don't want any holes in my game. I hope I never have to use it, but if someone does try to take me to the ground, it's going to be game over for them. But at the end of the day, you know, being able to fight does, like you said, it gives you confidence. So I'm never in a situation where I'm like scared or shaking like that one guy was, because I know what I can do to that guy.
Hmm.
I know how easy it is. I can just disable him. That confidence, you cannot buy it. Okay. I mean, you could pay for boxing lessons, but that's not the whole, that's not the whole pie of it. You need to mentally rewire your own brain.
Hmm.
Like the work, you can come here, like, people I've trained in the past, that have come in here and they look great on the pads, but they're still scared to get hit or hit somebody. That's the mentality that I'm talking about. You got to break that block in your head. I'm not saying going around and hit people, but when that situation comes, you cannot be scared of what you're going to do to that person, because that person doesn't care to hurt you, because they are confronting you, bullying you, whatever, assaulting you. They don't care about you. So why are you going to care about hurting them? Defend yourself. It's that simple. Self-defense is everything, especially nowadays. I would argue with anybody who disagrees with that. I mean, you're out with your family, you're out in public, you're with your wife and kids. God forbid someone tries to do something to your wife and kids in a dark alley or something. What are you going to do? Call the cops and watch, the assault happen? What you to get there? Absolutely not. You're going to get in there like a man. You're going to defend the people that you love.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Yeah, and then little by little, you start gaining the confidence. I know I've been here for almost a year, and I've little by little have gotten confident. When we do the boxing lessons,
Yeah.
I go up against bigger people.
Yeah, all
I
the
get
time.
hit by bigger people.
All the time, baby.
And the thing is you build character.
Yep.
And that's why I think it's very important for all of you people that have children out there, maybe put them in situations like that where they join a jiu-jitsu class or they join self-defense classes, so that they can get comfortable with being in tough situations, so that when they do grow up, they're confident in case someone decides to confront them. I really do think that all these things are important. And I know Lionel, he's always been great. I like the fact that he's stern. He's
I'm
very
very
stern.
stern. I don't take any kind of BS from anybody. I don't care who you are. And when I say I'm not scared of anybody, I'm not trying to talk like these guys like, oh, I'm not scared of anybody. What I'm trying to tell you is that if I had to fight John Jones today, I would still fight him, but I would be very like, damn, I got to fight John Jones today. But I'm not going to back down from anybody. That's the kind of mentality you have to have. And when you have that kind of mentality, believe it or not, people won't even bother you. If some bully knows, oh man, that guy Lionel, man, if I go bully him, at the very least, I'm gonna get hit. You know what I mean? So like when you start, like some people back away, okay, because it's not gonna be easy run for you. You know what I mean? So that also, was that word? Weed out all the cowards.
Yeah, all the cowards. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, guys. So I just wanted to do this video for you guys today. Just give you a little bit of background
Yes, sir.
as to what we are doing here twice a week at the boxing class, and also going to jiu-jitsu. I know that I've been with that instructor Alias for several months now, and that's also helped me build character. I know when I was younger, I had a hard time too, trying to adjust to the pressure of being in middle school and high school. And just like him, we had our share of being bullied.
Yeah.
And it's very important for you to build character at the end of the day. So
Amen to that.
yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll leave this video here.
Yes.
Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
I'll see you guys later, guys. Let's go, baby.